Yeah, I don't think Donna would ever have dreamed she'd become Ronnie either. Just to finish off with what have I got news for you?
Yes.
I thought you need to know this, Mark. You do need to know this because
good.
you know yet again a bit of evidence to prove what I've always said: multitasking is a myth. We've got to
multitasking is not a myth. I do it all the time. Hang on, let me just answer this phone.
Yes. And it says here, beware. They've actually done brain studies now. We know we follow people's behaviour and we prove that you can't attend to two things at the same time properly. They're now even measuring brains and brain activity to show that that's not possible. And it says, is it a human delusion, multitasking? People can't multitask very well, and when they say they can, they're deluding themselves.
No, disagree.
And he says the brain is very good at deluding itself.
Oh, okay. Well, I've obviously done a very good job of deluding myself.
We simply can't focus on more than one thing at a time. Put that phone down. And when we do, what you're doing is you're shifting focus from one thing to the next with astonishing speed, but you are still doing it. So if you were under the knife, your surgeon, would you like him to be doing emails at the nurse? Just hold up my emails whilst I cut this guy open.
Of course not. And for me, that's not what multitasking means. It doesn't mean doing things literally simultaneously. It means doing many different things consecutively. There's a lot of stuff going on. And when you talk about multitasking, if the average wife and mother at home can be listening intently to a play on the radio and doing the washing up at the same time and keeping half an eye on the toddler to make sure they're not getting in any harm and thinking a bit about what's got to happen later. And in the workplace,
simultaneously they can't be thinking about the toddler and thinking about the workplace.
No, but all of those things are on the radar.
And so if she has 10 minutes to think about all those things, she will divide her attention between them, which means if she thought just about work, all her attention would be on work. So the more you divide your attention, you literally divide your attention. I want my surgeon 100%. Don't want him thinking about anything else.
Yes, I agree.
Even if it's a woman.
When there are important things, then you have to really focus on it. But for me, multitasking is much more about, when I plough through my email inbox and I've got a dozen emails that have not been opened yet, each of those dozen emails are likely to be on a different topic, to do with a different strand of my life or whatever it may be. For me, that's what multitasking is more about. It's about being able to have that brain in and then switch that brain off and switch that brain on and then deal with that completely different topic. That's much more.
That I think would be that's simply serial tasking, which is exactly if that's what people meant by it. I don't think there would be a danger, but I think there is a danger. I do see a number of people now who will sit in meetings and will be looking at their emails at the same time as someone is talking and presenting. They simply cannot do both.
I agree. You can't effectively do both.
No, they'll miss something.
Yeah, you are focused on one or the other, and that's complete agreement. So when people say they're good at multitasking, if we're both accepting this new phrase I've not heard before about serial tasking,
I've just made it up.
I think it could catch on. In fact, we could do a good job of trying to make it catch on. We'll talk about it every radio show. No, parallel is at the same time. Serial will be one after the other. So why do people say they are good at multitasking? What do they actually mean by that, I wonder? We're almost out of time.